Welcome to my first art studio vlog. This week I'm really excited to share that you'll see the hype, but the new Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer dropped while I was filming this vlog and everybody went crazy. I also did an unboxing of all of my Brandon Sanderson merch from his Kickstarter. That was really exciting and I'm excited to show you all the details of that. I got a lot of fun surprises in there. Also, I got a chance to focus on making a Ryu Breath of the Wild fan art, which I'm really excited to show all of you guys. And you can see all of the details on my Instagram. I will be linking it on the screen and down below in the description if you want to check it out. And you can follow me along on my Instagram for all the little details and work in progress shots that I share throughout the week as I'm making art content. And a lot of the content on my Instagram probably won't show up in the vlog. So I'm excited to share that all with you guys. And yeah, excited to see you guys hopefully over on my Instagram. I have a haul of another fandom that I absolutely love, because I am a part of the Brandon Sanderson Kickstarter to Brandon Sanderson boxes. I wanted to do a redraw of one of his characters that I did in Inktober last year. Let me show the original image right here. And I never got around to it. I have so many ideas. There's so little time. And I would love to capture it all, but at this point, I just want to make the art and not even film it. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to show all of the fandom stuff that I have going on. For the rest of this very impromptu studio vlog, I am going to be making some Zelda fan art. Then hopefully we're gonna do a little unboxing. But yeah, welcome to my first ever studio vlog. So I've been wanting to open these for weeks, absolute weeks. Really excited to open these, and I will do a little bit of a haul, and I will show you what I got. Spoilers. Doom Slug silicone mold, so I can make ice cubes now. Sweet. Ooh, I've got a box here. I don't know what's in this, but it's a character pin. Sarah's character pin. We've got a deck of playing cards, a deck of Doom Slug playing cards. That's so cute. The Dragon Steel logo on it. Graphic design degree in college, and we only used X-Acto knives. Actually, this is from college, but so this is the limited edition Brandon Sanderson Secret Novels Project 1. It looks so cute and angry, very angry, but adorable. Tress bookmark. It glitters. Tress sticker. Tress of the Emerald Sea. This is gorgeous. My goodness. Okay, so the Breath of the Wild trailer, the new Breath of the Wild. And I'm so excited. So excited. So the entire internet right now is going berserk for the new game trailer. And you can see why. Mayhem that I've seen, because it's been out for like a couple hours now, but people are going insane. Absolutely insane. So I want to join on the hype train just a little bit because I absolutely love Legend of Zelda. It's just I don't draw enough content quickly enough, so I feel like I can't participate in the hype that much, but I am really excited, and I'm going to, as part of this very impromptu studio vlog, sooner rather than later, I can actually have a couple of illustrations, because I have some in mind already, and there is a illustration that I did a redraw for, and I was working on like atmosphere and background, so I'm really excited to show that. To start off, I had several minutes of the different stages in this process, but I didn't think it would be as enjoyable, so I did speed it up quite a lot. I actually wanted to do what the internet is calling the transformed Zelda sketch, the really popular one right now that I see a lot of fan arts of, but it just didn't work out, and since I did need to film something for this video, I just decided to make it easy and start with a figure drawing. And of course, I had to take a DS break since I've not played Breath of the Wild since 2020. I did not believe it has been that long. What I started with was a light multiply sketch on red. I wanted to make the character as lifelike as possible. Months ago, and I think it's really changed how I view the human body and how to make it more accurate. The goal of this was to just fill in all the lines, make sure everything was smooth. The pattern that you see on her skirt, I just added in with a clipping mask. Just draw over it as needed. Onto shading with a multiply layer. It depends on colors what I will end up doing with this. I ended up later changing it to a lighter shade of gold. But for the moment, I'm just cleaning up my lines here. I realize I do a lot of messy sketches, so I usually refine the sketch a lot in the ending stages, but I prefer the messy style, to be honest. The blocky lines are some of my favorite, and I think it give a lot of good style to the piece, because in my work previously, I really didn't have that much texture. I just made it very flat, and I'm working on adding more texture to my sketches to make them less flat and more dynamic. I also am working on trying to replicate certain fabrics and textures, and here I was having the most difficult time proportions down for the headpiece. It was easiest for me to get the headpiece in sections rather than the entire piece in one go, since, as you can tell, the perspective is very off, since her head is also not technically on the right perspective. Unless you see it next to a reference, you can't really tell, and I think it works out rather well. And this was us playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild. I wanted to capture all of the memories. So that is what we were hunting for on my birthday, no less. My birthday was on Saturday, and I am recording this on a couple days after, actually, just because I really didn't have any time on Saturday or Sunday to film or edit, since on Saturday morning I had to take my laptop in to get fixed, since I have a newer MacBook laptop. Their app then just got significantly worse from there, and as a treat to myself, I ended up getting my laptop fixed, and I'm editing on it right now, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of issues. Last memory with Zelda, when they're running away from Calamity Ganon, it was also raining in game. It felt very weird to finally finish all the memories in like 2 hours. Okay, it's been a couple days since I have last talked to you guys. Last couple days have been really great, since I got to relax with my family and friends. I did get a little sunburned, but I'm just happy to get a little bit of vitamin D and soak up the sun, so I was really happy that it all worked out, and the sun came out for my birthday in the afternoon. We all went to a brewery, got drinks, celebrated with cake. Since I turned 27, I got the Pride and Prejudice quote put on my cake just to, be funny and celebrate. And all the patterns, all the gold foiling, and then the Switch case itself, the dock has a nice design, and on the back of the Switch it has a very nice raised pattern that is tactile, that you can feel. So it's a little bit different than the normal Switches that just have a plain black. I also got my nails done. I got them in the funny bunny color. Speaking of this fan art, I am still not finished with it, but I hopefully will be finished with it in the next couple of hours so that I can edit and post this video as soon as possible, since Tears of the Kingdom is coming out in less than 2 weeks. I want to at least film something to post about the hype. I'm going to be finishing up this fan art so that I can post it really soon. I am halfway through editing my video, and hopefully I can give a little bit more context into what I'm doing. And I created for the half of the sword that I made looks really, really off. It is not straight at all, and I didn't realize it until just now. It's actually like really wonky and distorted. I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I will check back with you guys as soon as this is finished so I can show you the final piece and what I think of it overall. So at the very end of this, I did a bunch of work because I did really wanted to focus on this piece before I finished it, since I was working on it for a week straight. At the end, it was a lot of cutaways. I didn't film too much of it. The biggest change from when I last left off with it is I added on a multiply layer. With the multiplier layer, I changed the color dynamic from more of a blue reddish color to give it a little bit more dynamics. As they say, never use black because it will muddy up your image. I would recommend using a more dynamic color depending on what the image is requiring. And then here I'm just adding on a lot of adjustment layers to the lighting in the background for Ryu's grand entrance from the trailer. Just adding on final touches here or there for lighting and reflections. It mostly would probably just light up the entire character, but I had the game references for this piece, but I did not have any other references that I used, so I went purely on instinct on how lighting would work on the character. Parts of making pieces is the finishing touches at the end. Since I play around with lighting a lot for the entire piece, and little details and seeing what would look best, because I didn't want to make her extremely dark in this piece, and I also didn't want to make it too busy. Used a round brush on her feet to give a couple more instances. Well, at the end, when I was shading her feet, her heels, I stumbled upon accidentally that I could use the round brush. Finally, I was messing with the screen function at the very bottom. At the very top of the piece, to add that final bit of atmospheric detail, I used a screen layer to get that nice yellow tint that is on the reference image. I did it very subtly so that you can't see it as much, so it doesn't take away from the entire piece, since the reference image I'm using focuses more on the lightning than the character, rather than the other reference image that I used for the entire piece. In my canvas, adding on extra details in the background to have Ryu stand out a little bit more. I'm just fiddling with the adjustment layer to see which form of the screen I like. I'm going for the extremes here, and I will definitely tone it down what is best. I end up going on an extremely light opacity. A very, very subtle idea of what I wanted, and I'm just messing with the curves and adjustments to see what I like best. I know that's not very descriptive, but in the reference image I'm using, it overpowers the character since it's more an action scene rather than a illustration scene. So that is why for my adjustment layer, it would be easier to put it on the top on a very light layer, which is what I'm soon figuring out, since it doesn't look, lightning is extremely atmospheric. So I wanted to just show that with a couple different instances of how it would look. Hey guys, I hope you loved seeing the Ryu fan art. Thank you for tuning in to my studio vlog, and I hope you enjoyed all of my excited rambles about Legend of Zelda and the Brandon Sanderson content that I got to share. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye friends.